Hello, and welcome back to the Retrobite Show. On today's episode, we're talking about Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. You know why? Because, looky here, that's today, right? It's almost next year, and, this is the 30th anniversary year of Kirby, and we forgot to kind of make a video, right? So, we're doing it this week. I know we waited all year, but we're doing it now. So don't complain.
You know the guy who made Smash Brothers? Well, he got to start out with a little game from 1992 called, Kirby's Dream Land. Might have heard of it. Nintendo needed an easy game for the Game Boy audience and called upon Masahiro Sakurai. They put in a standing character, which was a ball with a smiley face. They liked this character so much that they gave him some legs and arms and named him Kirby after the lawyer from the Universal vs. Donkey Kong court case, most likely. If not, they just really liked the name Kirby, and that's a coincidence. I don't think it is. If you never have played Kirby, according to Wikipedia, Kirby's Dream Land is a side-scrolling action platformer. Like many other platformers of the 8-bit and 16-bit era of video games, levels are played on a two-dimensional plane, which in the protagonist, Kirby can move left or right as well as jump. Kirby's main method of attack is to inhale enemies and objects into his mouth, after which the player can choose to swallow or spit them out as a star-shaped projectile attack. In addition to running and jumping, Kirby can fly by inflating himself with a mouthful of air and flapping his arms. Flying can be done indefinitely. However, while flying, Kirby's only method of attack is to release the air puff held in his mouth, which cancels his flight. The game has 5 levels made up of large rooms connected by doors that brings Kirby to a new area. This was before copy abilities, so the other characters' abilities in this game cannot be stolen. The plot is the Dreamlanders are a peaceful and careful people that use their magical sparkling tools to play and work among the heavens. Well, one night, under the cover of darkness, the gluttonous King DDD and his minions swoop down from his castle on Mount DDD and steal all the food in Dreamland, as well as the sparkling stars, which the king distributes among his minions. Without the sparkling stars, the Dreamlanders can no longer harvest food and begin to go hungry. Kind of a jerk that King DDD guy is. As the residents are discussing what to do, a spry little boy named Kirby flies in on the spring breeze and volunteers to defeat King DDD and retrieve the food and stars. Upon successfully doing so, he uses the magic of the sparkling stars to transform into a hot air balloon and return the King DDD's food back to the people of Dreamland. Well, here are some fun facts about the development of Kirby's Dream Land I found on the interweb. Number 1. Much of the programming was done on a Twin Famicom, a Nintendo licensed console produced by the Sharp Corporation that combined a Famicom and a Famicom disk system in one unit. As the Twin Famicom did not have keyboard support, it had to use a trackball in tandem with an on-screen keyboard to input values. Sakurai describes it as the process was the way that it was was done at the time is similar to using a lunchbox to make lunch. Wow. Number 2! Originally, HAL Laboratories was supposed to publish the game independently, but due to low numbers of advanced orders, the release was delayed, and HAL asked Nintendo to publish the game under Nintendo supervision. The game received an expensive marketing campaign, and its title was changed in order to give the character a more international appeal. The developers decided to change Popopo's name, so they pulled Nintendo of America's suggestions, which they chose Kirby. The final Japanese title of the game was Hashiro no Kirby, or Kirby of the Stars, which became the name of the greater franchise. Wow, I can't believe that Kirby was gonna be on PlayStation at one point. That's a joke, but what if that did happen? Number 3. The music was composed by John Iwasaki. He has been a regular composer in the Kirby series. His most recent work was on the Nintendo Switch eShop exclusive game, Kirby's Dream Buffet, in 2022.
Well, that's about it, everyone. Happy birthday, Kirby, and Happy New Year's, everyone else. Happy New Year's, everyone else.